Hopefully I'm in frame. I need to pull up and see. This is only my second live, okay? Let's see. All right. Awesome. So no, we're in business, which is great. Go to live, turn this off. Shoot. Awesome. They always say don't trust a guy that wears sunglasses inside, right? Happy Thanksgiving, Coiled crew. Thanks for joining the live. I wanted to go through a couple different things. It's been a minute. It's been a while since I hopped on here, which is great. So I'm excited because the last time we did a live, I think was, what was it? Like it was probably 5, 6 weeks ago. But the cool thing about it, the crazy thing about it was that at that time we were at 25,000 subscribers. Now we're close to coming up to 30,000, which just completely blows me away. So it's just been an amazing ride, and I really want to come on here and just give thanks. Give thanks to our Coiled crew. Give thanks to the Super Dwarf retic community, and give back and just express my love and appreciation for the people that have become close to me and become good friends. And that means a lot to me, and I want to continue to help build up and bring positivity to the reptile community and the super dwarf community, and specifically. So I know the last live we did a giveaway for whoever commented on the last live, and I think it was like 15 or 20 people, which was awesome. I never released a winner or pulled a winner on that, so I apologize. It's taken me 5, 6 weeks to do that, but we're finally rocking and rolling, which is great. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a winner for the giveaway, and you'll get a special package from us, which is awesome. So I put everybody's name on a piece of paper here. Like I said, we've got probably, I want to say 15 to 20 names in here. I'm just gonna mix this up, and feel free to light up the chat. I want everybody to tell me your favorite Thanksgiving side. For me, it's a tie between mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. That's just me personally, man. But all right. Okay, so we're gonna, the 25,000 subscriber giveaway that I was supposed to pull like 5 weeks ago, I'm pulling right now. So thank you all for participating. All right, I can't look. I'm cheating. All right, here we go. Jordan Carpenter, awesome, man. I was gonna talk about you here in just a minute, but expect a cool package from us over here at Coiled. We're excited to get you out some special, some cool stuff. So be on the lookout for that. I want to talk about a number of people for today. It's Thanksgiving. It's a great time to kind of reflect on where we're at for our business, and where I'm at just in life in general, and being able to give thanks to the people that mean the most to me, I think is a part of life and progression that you need to embrace. And so I want to go through and just talk about a bunch of people, and I know I'm gonna miss a handful of people because there's so many amazing people in this community, but I just want to go through a few. So first and foremost, I want to talk about this guy. His name is Lucas Bagnera. Lucas is probably my best friend in the industry. Since I came in officially with my first animals and started my YouTube, 7, 8 months ago, he's been super supportive. We chat all the time, and I consider him my best friend in the industry, and somebody that I can lean on and talk to. So I just appreciate our friendship, Lucas, and he's just an amazing resource for new keepers in the industry. So I love you, brother. Appreciate you. and I just want to give him a shout out because he has an awesome podcast called The Retic Lounge on YouTube. Um, and so make sure you go over and check that out and subscribe to his YouTube channel. I think that's an amazing resource for people getting into super dwarf reticulated pythons, right? The second person to go kind of hand in hand with that is Nathan Katz. He's been somebody that I've been close to. He lives in Salt Lake City, Utah, so about 40 minutes from where I'm at. And he's just an amazing individual as well. And he's on that podcast, The Retic Lounge with Lucas. And so once again, make sure you go check that out and subscribe to it. I want to give a shout out to Eric Lee. He's an OG. He's a legend in this game, and he's probably one of the most genuine, down-to-earth people that I've met, and just a really cool, amazing guy. So shout out to Eric and for leading the way on kind of the snow stuff, snow super dwarf projects. I think he's just a great guy, and I love everything that he's doing. So. Another person I want to talk about is Brian Farley over at Reptile Revival up in Idaho. Just an amazing individual and friend, somebody that's supported me not just in my snake ventures, but in some of the other business ventures that I'm involved in. And just love seeing him and his family and what he's doing with his projects and in his life, and just a stand up guy and individual. So Brian, I appreciate you, man. Duran, you're awesome. I feel like you're everywhere in terms of being involved in the community and going to Retic Fest and going over to Garrett's a bunch. And I had the opportunity to obviously meet Duran at Retic Fest in person, but he's just he's a funny guy, and he brings levity to, I think, the reptile community, and has some really amazing perspectives in terms of target training and some of the cool things he's doing with his animals. I really respect that as well. So Duran, I appreciate you. Chris Hokie, Holton Yost, both those guys you guys are awesome. I really appreciate just the love and support that you guys have given me. I love what you're doing with your projects and your animals, and it's just really cool to see individuals like yourselves that are willing to support new breeders or new keepers coming in, and so I appreciate you guys. I want to talk about Adler Romero, who's I wouldn't say a newbie to super dwarfs. Maybe, I guess he kind of is to the community a little bit, but I feel like he's had a really profound effect on like just some of the content and the media that you see. And I don't want to spoil any of the stuff for projects that he's working on. But Adler, I think you're going to be an integral part of pushing the super dwarf community forward on the media and the content side. And I absolutely love everything you're doing, and I appreciate our friendship and your support. I want to give a shout out to Gina Ruck, who's a legend in her own right. I don't know how many super dwarfs that Gina owns at this point. It's got to be upwards of like 40, 50, 60 super dwarf retics. And I wish I was on her subscription program where it seems like she's buying 2 or 3 retics a month, which is just insane. But I love you, Gina. I love everything you're doing. And I'm really excited to hopefully team up with you on some partnership breedings, because you have so many awesome animals down the road and in the future. I want to give a shout out to Phil Thompson. I think he's, if you don't know Phil, you probably will know Phil sooner or later. Phil, I love you, man. You're just a bright light in the community, and you have just an infectious energy, and you bring that to everybody around you. So I really appreciate that. You know, I felt like I knew you already just from all the love and support you gave me before Retic Fest, and meeting you at Retic Fest was really cool to hear about your story and you know, some of the things you're going through, and you know, ultimately just what you're passionate about. So thank you for sharing your energy and light with me. I can't kind of move on without giving a shout out to all the people over at Reach Out Reptiles. You know, Garrett is without a doubt leading the industry right now. And without Garrett, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be into Super Dwarf Retics. and his YouTube channel. You know, I was watching his videos for 3, 4, 5 years before I ever bought my own animals, and I got a good chunk of my collection from him, and just high quality stuff. And he's just a good human being, and I appreciate that. And I want to give specific shout outs to Joe Hull, and Rob Roush over at Reach Out Reptiles as well. Just amazing individuals, and I loved connecting with them at Retic Fest, and you know, getting kind of the inside tour, and connecting with you guys was amazing, and just to kind of put into perspective what's possible with my own brand, and you know, with my future business, I think was great. So Abby, I want to give you a shout out if you end up watching this at some point. I don't know your last name, Abby. I apologize, but she's curly haired keeper on Instagram, and she's just such a positive light. She does a bunch of Instagram lives, and you know, stories, and she has a bunch of different animals, but she's been kind of a day one supporter of us and what we're doing, and that's been huge, and I really appreciate that. I mean, to come into a community and have people like Abby that are so willing to support you and kind of catch the vision, or catch your vision with you, and be there along the way is tremendous. So Abby, I really appreciate our friendship and your support. I want to give a shout out to Jennifer over at Mod Exotics. Jennifer's amazing. I love her setup, just super clean setup, and just some amazing animals. I think she has her first pairing or first clutch coming up. And you know, animals that she raised kind of from the ground up, and so it will be really fun to see what you accomplish over the next 3 to 5 years, Jennifer. And I'm going to be here watching your journey every step of the way. So thank you for sharing that with everybody. I want to give a shout out to some of the big hitters and kind of the mainland stuff. Jake Klotz, who just dropped some crazy orange glow anthrax stuff, some world first stuff. You know, coming into this industry and being a newbie, so to speak, or being somebody that, you know, is just getting started, and to put so much effort into my setup, and in thinking of how I want to build my brand, and to get some positive reinforcement or feedback from Jake has been awesome along the way. Just to kind of hear, you know, that he appreciates what I'm doing, and that I'm on the right track, so to speak. That means a lot to me. So thank you, Jake, and I'm excited to see what you continue to do in the mainland space with some of your projects, because that's just next level stuff, and it's amazing to watch. I want to give a shout out to Dax over at D&T Retics as well. Dax is just an amazing personality. It's just he loves putting exclamation points on all of his comments, and it's because he's just got this fiery personality and energy, and I can relate to a lot of that. I feel like I'm wired similar to him in some regard, and so he's also been just a day one supporter of, you know, not hating on what I'm doing, even if it's a little bit different, or if it's in Superdor versus mainland, whatever. He's just been a very genuine person, authentic individual that I've had the opportunity to connect with, and so I appreciate genuine individuals, and I appreciate authenticity. That's a big thing for me. So anyway, that was kind of a lengthy list that I went through. There's a lot of amazing people on this list, and I probably missed a couple really big hitters. I apologize. But I'm excited to see, you know, the next 12 to 24 months. You know, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit jealous that everybody else is kind of pairing and breeding, but you have to be able to enjoy the journey, and have passion in terms of raising your animals right, and giving them a good setup, and setting yourself up for success long term in this business if you're going to make it work. And so patience is critical, and I understand that. And it's just been, I've just been blown away. I mean, I know I've kind of brought this up a bunch of times, but, you know, I was told by a few different people to not do YouTube, to not put stuff put stuff up or focus on it. And I did the opposite because I feel like it's a big part of our brand and what we want to do, and it's been really well received. Especially the shorts and the reels or whatever you want to call them on YouTube. We have a couple that have got like 30 million hits, which is crazy. So it's really really cool to see some of that stuff take off. And obviously you get some of those ignorant people that hate snakes or whatever, but you're reaching people that might not have looked at any snake content before, and get them interested in what we're doing over here. So that's a really cool piece to all of this as well. But overall, I'm just excited. I'm excited to see just how the industry's progressing. I've brought it up a couple times. I've seen it on people's pages and things about, we're in a recession and it's going to be, difficult the next couple years. And I definitely agree with some of that. I think though that now more than ever, it is so critical and important to share your passion and to share your brand and to share what you're excited about and those projects that you're excited about, so that you can build your market, you can build kind of your buyers list, so to speak. And if you take good care of your animals and people see that, and people see that you're putting a lot of love and passion into them, and you truly care, you're not just doing this to make a buck, so to speak. There's going to be people that want those animals that were taken care of, and were handled and just raised in the right way. And that's, I know, something that I looked at when I was getting into this was I wanted to not only buy the best animals, but I wanted to buy animals from people that I knew were doing a good job in terms of taking care of them. And I wasn't going to get some of these more defensive animals, or animals that were just brought up in poor conditions. That was important to me. So once again, I mean, you kind of have to do an audit of your business, and where you're investing some of your money. Obviously, getting the best of the best animals, I think, is a good strategy in this market, because you're going to have to produce some of the best stuff to set yourself apart. But with that being said, also investing in your in your caging, in your enclosure setups, in your cleaning, if that's even hiring help, if you have a bigger collection or whatever it may be, investing back into your business is going to be just as important, in my opinion, to be able to separate yourself from the pack and put yourself in a good position to continue to grow your business. If you're planning on breeding. Now, if you're planning on just keeping, obviously that's a little bit different, but this message is more focused towards those people that have a lot of pairings coming up or are breeding right now and are going to have a lot of babies early next year. And once again, we're in a recession, so it's one of those things where you're going to have to focus, and you're going to have to market yourself, market your business, and really put in the effort, the groundwork. And that's the thing that I see quite a bit. I'm not obviously breeding yet. I don't have eggs on the ground or babies on the ground. I'm focused on trying to continue to build on the journey that we've started. But I see a lot of times there are breeders out there that nobody knows, or they have some amazing animals, but you've never seen their face. So you don't know who they are, or you don't know how to buy their babies from them. And then they'll throw up some babies, pictures of babies or on Morph Market, and expect them all to sell. And it's like, I wouldn't buy an animal from someone like that. And it's, no offense to them, but if I don't know who you are and what your setup's like and how you keep your animals, then I'm not going to buy from you, right? And so I think everyone needs to double down on their content. I think everybody needs to double down on their marketing efforts in terms of what they're working on, what they're excited about, and what projects they're going to be pushing, and how you're going to be pushing the industry forward. Or if it's passion projects, simply passion projects, how are you getting other people excited about it? So that's kind of my advice, being from not front row or even involved in this, but just from the back row, I guess, of just looking at the landscape of the reptile industry, and just kind of knowing sales and marketing and where people are trying to go, and getting a good idea of what success looks like and how you're able to do some of that. And I think there's definitely people that are better at it than others, but I think, even if you don't have babies yet or you're not breeding yet, I think it's just as important to double down on your content and be putting content out, not worrying about what people are going to say about your content, say about you, say about your animals, your setup. I'm a newbie, I've really only been doing this for 8, 9 months. um, I put a lot of effort into these enclosures, and everyone, and this has been my bad, but everybody continues to ask for the kind of the enclosure video of me putting these together and building them. I have a ton of I have a ton of video, I have a ton of content. It's just kind of a beast to edit it down and get it out. But I need to get that out soon, and I've been promising it, so that's on my to-do list. But the point being is, you need to share what you're doing, especially if you're going to be responsible for more animals down the road, and you're going to be looking to put those animals into good homes. I think it's your responsibility and obligation to ensure that people understand who you are, what you stand for, and what your setups look like, to give yourself the best platform possible to find good homes for your babies and for your animals, right? Um, so anyway, I'm kind of going off on a rant and a tangent here, but I just wanted to once again give thanks to everybody on this list, but really everybody on this channel, everybody that's messaged us on Instagram or Facebook. It's just been an amazing journey just in these short 7, 8 months that we've been doing this, and we want to continue to build this and continue to grow this channel. And so, to be honest, I'm not I'm not 100% sure what direction we want to go in terms of this channel and what kind of content. We've done some interviews, we've done some snake update videos, we've done some feeding videos and showing off the collection, but I really want to make it bigger and more than that eventually. And so it's just going to take a little bit of time of figuring out our mojo and getting into a good groove. So I appreciate you guys being patient with us. And once again, very, very excited for the next 12 months. In 12 months from now, I'm going to have a pure Coyote female and a pure Superdor female that they're going to be 3.5 years old. And they're already on pigs at 2.5 right now. So I'm hoping that they can get up to size. My Coyote female is growing like a weed; she's getting pretty big. But the Superdor female that I have from Daniel Solis is, for whatever reason, she just wants to stay small. She eats like crazy. So it's kind of interesting to watch the difference there. But anyway, I appreciate our Coiled crew. I want to continue to provide some solid content, entertaining content. I really don't want to turn this into just an educational channel. That's not my goal. I want to share our journey and what we're doing and what makes us kind of unique, which I think we have some animals that make us a little bit unique, but I think our future and what we're looking to do long term also makes us unique in some ways, because I kind of have my own goals and vision for what Coiled is going to look like in 5 years, and so I'm very, very excited for that. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time with your family. Tell the people closest to you that you love them and you appreciate them. That it goes a long way. Especially coming up at the end of the year, where people are reflecting on where they're at in life and some of the changes they want to make. So just make sure you show that love and appreciation. I appreciate you guys and everything that you are to us, and the support and the love. We've just been riding on that wave, and we want to continue to grow this thing. So with that, I'll let you guys go get some turkey, go get some good sides, go enjoy some some World Cup action. I don't know if there's any like American football on today, but go enjoy that with your families. Enjoy your animals. Take care of your animals, and we'll be back with our somewhat normal, consistent programming here soon. So appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy.